Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to wherever you are in the world. Welcome to the RCI World Tour 2023, live here at RCI TV on both Twitch and YouTube. Bathurst, also known as Mount Panorama in New South Wales, plays host to round 3 today. Just over 6.2 kilometers in length with a whopping 23 turns, and technically is deemed a street circuit. I'm John Dalton, your lead commentator. Alongside me and behind the cameras on double duty is Jesse Lee, and of course a big hello to our live stewards. Welcome everyone. And of course, SPH eMotorsport, they're a force to be reckoned with, aren't they? Staying, very much consistently clean in the last couple of rounds and finding their way to the second step of the podium consistently in rounds 1 and 2. So they're looking like they can be on for a good point score as well. Yeah, green flag we go, and a great start already from the number 7, closing off the Thomas Enger entry on the outside, covering off the inside nicely. Heimo gets a clean getaway, manages to break away from Frederick Gutmann. Meanwhile, down the back of the pack, of course, we've got the Sim Brothers Racing. We've got double file through Hell Corner, up Mountain Straight they go, looking relatively clean so far. Look at it, Jesse. It's a no man's land. It's not near Tutsveen Hacker. It's nowhere near the next car along the road. Christopher Streppen, 10.5 seconds to the good. So Frederick Gutmann right now, all he has to do is just put in some consistent laps, keep the car out of trouble, and just progress onwards.
Frederick Gutmann for SPH eMotorsports, looking for the run around the outside of the Conrad and now the chase, and he's done it. No huge fight from Tavinza Hacker. I think everybody here is thinking bigger picture. Gutmann got there. Hacker didn't want to get too aggressive, and that's how third place changes hands. Put Gutmann and SPH up to third.
They've really got to be on their toes with it. Just look how committed he is through the top of the mountain and down through the S's and Skyline. It's fantastic cascade of corners and a little bit of a car ahead. That is Solchev ahead. We're seeing now the gap has come down from 2.5 seconds to 1.1. So the Crazy File team certainly fighting something at the moment, whether it be damage, whether it be the driver just not fully comfortable with the car. We're kind of speculating up here in the box at the moment. And both cars into the pit lane, so this is going to be one on the lane. I think Rule, of course, providing he has no damage, of course, should jump Solchev through the pit stop cycle. Tim Rule out, Frederick Gutmann in. Of course, they will now propel themselves up into P2 once the pit stop cycle has completed, Jesse. Meanwhile, Frederick Gutmann to the inside. There's a bit of a hip and shoulder check, Jesse, on the Thomas Enger entry. Gutmann's been chipping away at the gap lap after lap since he's got in the car. Good slipstream down the Conrod straight into the chase. Fires it to the inside line on the braking zone. Had the overlap to the apex. I don't think Gutmann could have gone any further left. Of course, you've got the massive curb on the inside that can really upset the car if you hit it at the wrong angle. Gutmann through into P1 for the SPH eMotorsport car. Thomas Enger Sim Racing down to P2 in the number 34. Frederick Gutmann, of course, out front in the number 969 SPH eMotorsport car, and they're running some fantastic lap times at the moment in the Audi R8 Evo 2.
Well, the reason the number 7 is in the lead is I know some of you may be wondering how they managed to get out ahead of the 969. So their stop was significantly quicker. Looking at the last pit stop times, the number 7 was only in the pit start to finish for 1 minute 5 seconds, whereas the 969 was in there for an entire minute and 17 seconds. That's a 12-second difference in the pit lane. It looks like Gutmann has fallen off the back of the fight for the lead. They've lost 4 seconds now to the number 7 ahead.
And yeah, this is the leader with a the 34, which is no 134. I do say sorry.
A drama late on in the race, Ted. That means Tim Rule for the number 969 SPH eMotorsport car takes the race lead very late on from the number 7 Crazy File Racing team. 4.5 seconds to the good now. That McLaren is going to have a lot of front end damage. It's not going to be a nice drive to the end for Bogorditsky. Of course, the number 7 was trying to maximise all the slipstream. Look, tucked right up to the wing of Santo. Santo just hits the grass, bounces to the right, and unfortunately the number 7 is alongside, and that finds them both in the wall. Tim Rule comes flying through way over the driver's right, trying to avoid both cars on driver's left, and takes the race lead. Yeah, this man here, Tim Rule, the number 969 SPH eMotorsport car. They've been consistent all day, lurking in the top 3, and they've come through in the end to clutch it for a race win. It was touch and go. The number 7 got involved in an incident